This is the Black Stars Diary, Qatar 2022.
What has surprised the world the most is the fact that I think, in my humble opinion, think that the West always feels that it is the West that must host the World Cups. You remember at the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, there were a lot of people who were saying, Africa won't be capable of hosting the World Cup. This World Cup is not meant to be here and all of that. South Africa hosted a fantastic World Cup, and we were all happy with what we saw in South Africa. The same thing has been repeated here. Constant barrage of negative PR for Qatar. But we've seen that what was predicted, the bad news, the bad things that were predicted by the Western media mainly, and sometimes even the Western politicians who went really hard on Qatar, that what they projected it to be, a tournament of restrictiveness and all of those things, is not what we've seen here at all. People have been here, they've enjoyed themselves, they've enjoyed the matches, we've enjoyed the weather, we've enjoyed everything. This country is pristine, pure, and neat. The streets are clean, everything is pristine, clear. It's not backward as it was painted. The technology is world class, and everything you need is gone on well. And I'll say again, in every situation, you would find one or two instances where things would not go as we want it. Or perhaps maybe we are not used to their cultural way of doing things. But that also means that when we also go to the Western countries, their ways of life, we cope. When you come to the other side of the world, you also have to cope with their way of life. They don't have to change the World Cup for 26 or 30 days, or they don't have to change their lifestyle for 26 days that the World Cup is here. Once we get to the point where in the world we understand each other, in the morning you would prefer perhaps to drink cocoa or to have cocoa as your breakfast. I would prefer to maybe have banku as my breakfast. But that doesn't mean that we should fight, because there's a difference in the way we think, we do our things. It shouldn't be a point for us to fight. Football is meant to bring people together, and I think that this World Cup has succeeded in doing that despite the negative projections.